How's it going, everyone? I'm Zfiles, and today we're going to be comparing the Rollrat and the Morellatops in another episode of Ark Insight. So the first test we have is the turning radius test. This is how well they can turn. And the Rollrat is definitely gonna lose. Takes him so long to turn around. Oh, he's getting better. So the longer you try and turn, the better he does it. But when you try and walk him around, it's so slow. Oh, he pooed. And same if you try and sprint him around for the first time. So the Rollrat is super bad. The Morellatops, he's a lot better because he can move faster as well. It lets him turn around easier. It's hard to walk around and turn. I'd say they're the same for walking around turning, but sprinting the Rollrat is worse. So the Morellatops is easier to turn with. Next we have the tank test, which I was actually supposed to do first, but doesn't matter. So the Morellatops starts with 400, the Rollrat starts with 765. The Ark wiki says it starts with 850, but my guy doesn't, so I don't know what your guy will have. But anyway, the Rollrat has a lot more health than the Morellatops. Both of their health goes up by 5.4%, so the Rollrat will always be higher. And he's more than double, according to the wiki, than the Morellatops, but he's almost double. Next we have the movement test. This is how many laps they can go before running out of stamina. So it's a test of both movement speed and stamina. But the Rollrat is much better, because he can do this thing. It makes him like infinitely better, and I have to come the whole way around. So yeah, the Rollrat already wins this, but I'll try it without the Rollrat's ability. So I still have the Morellatops. The Morellatops is pretty fast. This is one lap. They're both pretty bad at turning as well. What? Oh, he's already out of stam. So he only got one lap in. He almost got 2 laps. And he has 220 stam. The Rollrat has 300. Okay. So this is the Rollrat without his rolling ability. So this is how fast he would go if he's like following you. But he wouldn't use stamina since he's following you. Oh no. He's turning circles so bad. I have to go all the way back up now. Well, I'm pretty sure it's already better. Yeah, definitely. If I can still do a lap here. Okay. Every time they get to a pillar, it's a lap. So yeah, the Rollrat did better than him, and he fell the whole way down. So the Rollrat he's better for traveling around, even without his roll ability. So the Morellatops is just really bad. But he's pretty fast. It surprised me that he was this fast. Next we have the damage test. This is how much damage they do and how fast they can do it. So first the Morellatops. He does 56. He attacks really slow. But he also has this attack. Oh, that also does 56. It's just a wider range. He does his primary attack faster. I'm stuck. Okay, so the Rollrat attacks fast. Oh no, I'm stuck on his tail. Okay. So 88 damage, and yeah, he attacks faster. So the Rollrat is better for doing damage, but the Morellatops has a really wide attack, his secondary one. The Rollrat also has this thing. He just, when he rolls, if he hits anything, he does damage to him, to the creature he rolled over, but it doesn't do much damage. It'll do, right now it's doing 0 damage. Most of the time you'll get 1 damage. So the Rollrat is a better DPS. Next we have the swimming test. This is how long, oh no, they always start early. This is how long it takes for them to get from this pillar to that pillar. I'll have a timer up on the screen. Oh, now I'm stuck again. Okay, I'll start now. I'll try and okay, there you go. So the Rollrat, I think he's gonna lose, even though the Morellatops barely sees water, since he's from Scorched Earth. So, Rollrat finally made it. His legs are so funny when he swims. He's still swimming. He has short legs. Okay, onto the Morellatops. Okay, we're here with the Morellatops. Oh, he's a lot slower. You let me down, Morellatops. So far the Rollrat has won every test. He's trying. Actually, not really. He can go a lot faster. Why do you move so slow? This is like the worst I've seen. Okay, he finally made it. I think he has longer legs than the Rollrat though. Yeah, he does. The longer legs they have, the easier they can walk over the water. Because the water, the land bit is lower from the water. So the longer legs they have, the easier they can walk across. Next we have the ability test. This is how many abilities they have and how good they are. So first we'll do the Rollrat. He can he can do 2 things. So he can do this, the roll. This is like the best ability in the game. Maybe besides Nash. This is good because he just goes so fast. It doesn't use much stamina. But it does use durability on his saddle. I think this is the only saddle that uses durability. So as you can see, it has 500 durability. I'll try and get back. And he takes a lot less damage when he rolls down. He might not even take any. Oh no. The only problem is, like just then, he can't swim with it. Since he's a slow swimmer, it's a problem if you go into the water accidentally. Another thing is the saddle is so expensive to make. But another bonus of the saddle is that there's 6 seats, 1 driver seat and 5 passenger seats. So he's really good for transporting things, transporting people, and his weight's also pretty good. Another Morellatops. I showed before he can do this. But that's not that good. But his main ability is that he can harvest water. Carry water. So this guy's like a camel cow. So right now you see 750 water. I'll be back for some more testing. Okay, I'm back with water skin. Oh, that's not the water skin, water jar, and canteen. So he can fill up all of these. Just press E on it, it fills it up. And now he's low on water again. And some ways to fill it back up is to just swim around in the water. You can do this in the oases that you find in Scorched Earth. Oh, now I'm stuck. Okay, there you go. And you can also do it when he destroys the big cactuses in Scorched Earth. And he gets a lot of cactus sap from that as well. And you can also drink directly from him with this thing. And you can also fill water tank from inventory. Oh no, this one. Fill. I'm confused. But you can take water from him, and I think you can also give it to him. I'll see quickly. Okay, I'm back. So I'll take some water from him. Then I'll see if I can put it back. So fill water. Oh, it's like this way, I think. Yeah, so you can put the water back in him by clicking that one. Oh, I need to use it up again. So you can just take it, and then you can go to here, fill water tank from inventory. So here's his hump thing here. That's the water tank. So this guy is really good for helping you out in scorched earth, since he can carry all the water. Next, we're at the utility test. So this is how good their weight is and how well they gather things. So the Rollrat, first I'll do their weight. So the Rollrat has 400, and the Morellatops actually has better, 440. And they both go up by 4%. Yeah. And what they can gather, neither of them can gather dead bodies. So like the meat and skin and stuff. So for berries, they can both get. The Rollrat, he's not that good, since his attack range is pretty small. But he can attack while he's moving, so that's good. And he gets lots of wood. He already has like 500, 450. But he doesn't collect it when he rolls over it, which makes sense. And he can also knock over stone when he's rolling. I'll look for a stone. Oh no, it's hard to turn. There's one over here. Where is it? I can't see it now. Now I'm out of stam. It takes him quite a long time to get stam back. Some creatures, they get their stam back really quickly. The Rollrat isn't. So yeah, he just destroyed the stone there. And oh no. So he didn't get any stone when he destroys it. But he does get wood really easily. But again, not when he's rolling. Okay, we're back with the Morellatops. So he can collect berries. Oh, it's actually worse. Because it's like same radius. Actually no, it's a bit more. So his radius is bigger than the Rollrat. This is his primary attack. But he can't run and attack. And the second one, yeah, this is much better. So this has a, actually, I'll go over here. Oh, it's not as big as I thought. So secondary attack is better for knocking creatures back and having a large radius to do that. It's actually not that good for getting berries. I'm out of stam now. And this guy, he's good at collecting thatch. I'll show you in a second. My stam is even worse than the Rollrat when he gets it back. Okay. So here, he got a lot more thatch than he did wood. And his secondary, yes, he gets more thatch than wood. And he also gets cactus sap really well. I'll try these attacks now. Dodos always go flying. But his secondary attack, oh, I'm gonna stam again. I'll just push him. So yeah, knocks him back way more. And I'll try and get them not too far. Oh, it tells you how big it is. So where the dust comes from when he does it is how large his attack range is. So it's not the best, but it's pretty good, especially for a beginner team. Next up we have the appearance test. Unicorn here. So this is how well they look. In my opinion, definitely the camel cow guy thing. Without the saddle, it looks like that. I think it looks better with, I like this fluffy side thing. Or this hair, he has random hair. Yeah, I prefer him with the saddle. And he looks really cool when you see them in packs in the wild. The Rollrat, it looks so derpy at the front. because it's all like, there's so much of it at the front, and without it, oh, that's disgusting. He looks pretty bad without it, and not that much better with it. He does look cool when you roll with him. Oh, I fell down again. I'll try and, there you go. So he's like a metal ball thing when he rolls around. So Rollrat does look cool when he's rolling around, and the saddle is pretty cool looking, but I prefer the Morellatops. Tell me guys what you think in the comments below. Next we have the difficulty test. This is how hard they were to tame when they're in the wild. So the Rollrat is a passive tame, Morellatops is a wild tame, I mean a knockout tame. And they both eat, he eats berries. Once you tame him, the Rollrat, he eats berries as well. But to tame him you need honey. And every time he burrows, you need to throw the honey on the ground. And that's how you tame him. It doesn't take too much honey, but some people, they have people with stack mods like me. I had to force tame my guy in my Aberration world, because some stack mods, it doesn't let you throw the honey down properly, so you can't tame the Rollrat unless you just force tame it. But for console players and people who don't use stack mods, you'll be fine. But the Morellatops is still easier to tame, and I've been told that if there's only one of these guys, like he has no other Morellatops near him, and you attack him, he'll just run away. But if there's more than one, they'll just attack you. They're not too fast in the wild, you can outrun them, and they don't have much torpor. Yeah, only 300. So the Morellatops are much easier to tame than the Rollrat. Also because honey is so hard to find on Aberration. I did a video on how to find honey on Aberration, so I'll link that in the description below. So actually second last, the last test isn't really a test. Well, it kinda is, I guess. So this test is the stat table. I put up the tables of the stats on the screen. Morellatops on the left, right on the right. And so this is just like an overall thing to see all the numbers. How long should I do this for? If you want to see it for longer, you'll have to pause the video, because I'll move on to the next test now, the last test. Okay, we're here at the arena, 1v1. Yeah, we have the Morellatops. They're both level 1. Oh wait, I need, hold on. Oh, it's still not working. That's weird. Okay. So the Morellatops, the Rollrat, 1v1, they're both level 1 tamed stats, like they were in the island before. This is a different map, by the way. So we'll start the battle. Oh, I forgot to do something again. I do this every time. Let's see who wins. I think the Rollrat will. Oh yeah, he's the one. How much health do you have? Okay, so he's only hurt 250 damage. Okay. He's so hairy as well, in a gross way. And this was a nice looking Morellatops, but now it's dead. Oh, that's so sad looking. Okay, we're here with the 2v1, the Morellatops on Rollrat. And I tested the Morellatops. If there's only one Morellatops alone in the wild, they do run away from you. It's kind of weird looking, since they're so big. So let's see who wins. I think the Morellatops will win this one. If they don't. Okay, one Morellatops is dead. They lost. How much health do you have? He has 200 health left. So one Rollrat can take on 2 Morellatops. 2 Camelsauruses. That's what that ID name is. Okay, we're here with the 2v6. 2 Rollrats, 6 Morellatops. I was going to do a 1v3, but it would be obvious that the Rollatops would win. So this way, it could be different. They're both mace boosted, both sides. Okay, let's see. Have to whistle. Get a bit higher. I think the Morellatops are gonna actually. I think the Rollrats have won. Yep. Can they even kill one Rollrat? They can't. So Rollrats are much stronger than the. Oh no. No. Oh. Okay. So Rollrats are much stronger than Morellatops. See how much health you have. He has 400 left. So, oh yeah, they also heal really fast. I don't think most herbivores heal that fast. So that's a bonus thing for the Rollrat. So, if you want a fighter mount, the Rollrat is better. Which I'm not going to choose from these, since they're in different maps. But the Rollrat is better in every way except like the water. I think that's the only thing the water Morellatops thing can do. This is disgusting. So yeah, the Morellatops is good for scorched earth, but not really anything else. You only want them because you need water, but the Rollrat is good for everything. If you guys enjoyed the video, subscribing and liking really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.